Hey guys, Harry here, and I'm just going to do a quick video on bricklaying lines, basically showing you what lines I use in my videos, since I've been making quite a few now. I'd like to thank everyone for the support I got. I've got about 25 subscribers or 30 subscribers from the time I was making this video. I've only had my channel about a week or so, so I'm pretty happy about that. Thanks a lot for the comments, and I was surprised how much positive feedback I got, since everyone who's been a bricklayer for a while and a part of bricklaying pages on Facebook knows how much flack people get for posting stuff. So I was pretty surprised at the positivity I got. So this is a line I just wrapped. As you can see, it's quite cheap line. I'm using Rolson line. I'll show you here. This is the spool I was using to wrap it. I've got also, I already made a video of me wrapping it, but I was rambling, so I didn't end up uploading that. I just deleted it off my phone. So this is sort of the old line that was on my pins before. This is actually a good piece of it. Let me grab like an old raggy piece. Here we go. This is sort of how the line was getting before. It was fraying in areas and stuff like that. It wasn't too bad, to be honest, but I had a knot in it, so I wanted to change. And I had some of I've got two old pins here. I use these for when I'm building walls that are already green, so I can just pin in and the mortar's wet. So I pin in on an angle, 45-degree angle downwards, so it doesn't rag through the bed joint and it stays in. And then obviously that's what they're used for. This pin is still pretty good. It's a Marshall pin. Obviously I've had these for years. I think I've had some of these even for like over 6-7 years. And then these ones are newer. I try to have like some new pins. I've got a Ragni one, got an Ox. I think this is a Marshall pin. And then if I'm not mistaken, this is a footprint pin, but obviously they're not meant to bend, but I think this has had some hammer. I think I was hitting this with my really big heavy Ox hammer. My 3 kg one, I think, 3 or 4 kg, I can't remember the actual weight of it, but it's the real big one, the biggest one Ox do. I was using that for when I was on the natural stone, and I really bent some pins, hitting this into some footing mortar, which goes a lot harder because it has more cement in. So that's how I end up getting a bend on them. But they're still useful to have on the end of a corner block, or for pinning into green mortar. For changing the lines, I like to use pliers. These are just cheap Aldi pliers, actually. I got this in a kit from Aldi with 125 useful DIY tools for £25. It was on an offer, and 125 tools, even if you're paying 50p a tool, it was still really good value for money. I got a lot of tools in there just that I kind of need, and if I'd have had to try and buy them individually, they'd be really expensive. So they're only cheap Chinese-made tools. Look, work zone, but they have like a little snippy end, good for ragging the lines off. Like get the end of the crappy bit of line, rag it off. Really good. I was recording sort of facing myself, but no one wants to see my ugly face and my shitty haircut that I did myself, and the audio wasn't as good, so that's why I've done it in this format on the coffee table. It's too big for the room. Anyway, I've got a couple of itches around there and an extra bit of line to make a knot. I've actually knotted it underneath there to make sure it won't come off. And then I've done like a diagonal sort of crosshatch pattern, wrapping it, hopefully to minimise knots. I trimmed off when I put a knot on this. Look at my hands, they're like a fucking grandpa. They're like my grandma's hands, but anyway, it's bricklaying for you. It's basically, I put a knot, obviously, when I first put this on, but I trimmed the edge of the other side of the knot off, so I don't get like the remainder of the line where I've knotted it wrapping in with the spool. So I trim it nice and short, so I've just got a nice little knot and pull it tight. This is pulled nice and tight, so it's not going to come unwrapped, and it's not going to knot against the actual spool. So So yeah, I'll bring this back here. Rolson lines again. I've been using them a while. They're nice and thin. They're strong. I've not snapped them yet, but I've got used to the level of tightness the lines need to be. I don't over pull them like some people tend to just pull and pull and pull. You can just flick it with your finger. Pull the line, flick it with your finger, and you'll know when it's tight enough. There's no point pulling just because the line will pull more. Doesn't need it needs to be always tighter. Sometimes it's just stretching the actual line material itself. So these are like nylon lines, I think, braided. Like you see these like individual strands braided together. That's why when it goes a bit slack, they unbraid. They are cheaper lines, but Rolson, they do some good tools, but they're all right. They've served me well. I'd got 4 months out of these lines before I needed to change them. So, I think I bought the whole spool for £7. 50 meters for £7. So that's what it is. So anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.